Assalamualaikum, I'm NURUL ATHIRAH binti KHAIRUL ANUAR. Today, I would like to present about the elasticity of demand. In this video, you will learn about what is elasticity, elasticity of demand formula, price elasticity of demand, types of demand curve, cross price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, total revenue and price elasticity. What is elasticity? Elasticity refers to the measure of the responsiveness of quantity demand or quantity supply to one of its determinants. Next is elasticity of demand formula. It can be calculated by dividing the percentage change in the quantity demand of a good by the percentage change in a price. Next is price elasticity of demand. It involves substitutes, time, and necessity. Substitutes mean if there are close substitutes for a good and the price of the good increase, then the quantity demand for the good will decrease substantially, implying the demand is highly elastic. Times mean long-run demand is more elastic than the short-run for most products as people take time to adjust their consumption in bracket quantity demand to the new price. The last one is necessity. If people spend a large part of their income on goods, then the demand is likely to be elastic. For example, is car. And vice versa if people spend a small part of their incomes on goods. Besides is types of demand curve. As we can see, at the left side is elastic demand. At the right side is inelastic demand. The elasticity for the elastic demand is greater than 1, while for inelastic demand is less than 1. Next is unit elastic demand. The elasticity is equal to 1. Next part are perfectly elastic and inelastic demand. As we can see, the perfectly elastic demand is a horizontal demand curve which equal to the infinity elasticity, and for the perfectly inelastic demand is a vertical demand curve and it's equal to zero elasticity. Besides is the type of elasticity. First, cross elasticity is mean an economic concept that measures the responsiveness in the quantity demand of one good when the price for another good changes. Next is income elasticity. It's to measure the quantity demand for a good in response to change in consumer incomes. Furthermore, total revenue and price elasticity of demand. It can be explained that price elasticity of demand is closely related to a firm's total revenue because it involves the same two variables which price and quantity. This is the total revenue curve. The total revenue received by producer equals the area of the box under the demand curve, which is P times Q. We can get the total revenue. How total revenue change when price change? If a firm faces elastic demand, an increase in the price leads to the proportionately larger decrease in quantity. Thus, total revenue decrease. In this case, when a price rises from 5 ringgit to 6 ringgit, causes the quantity demand to fall from 100 to 40 units. So, total revenue falls from 500 to 240. And if a firm faces inelastic demand, an increase in the price leads to the proportionately smaller decrease in quantity demand. Thus, total revenue will be increased. In this case, when a price rises from 2 ringgit to 5 ringgit, causes the quantity demand to fall from 200 units to 180 units. So, the total revenue rises from 400 to 900. That's all from me.